Hola otra vez, amigos. Gracias por venir otra vez a aprender español. Thanks for joining me to learn español en la casa. I'm Señora Courtney, and for this box, we are studying El Día de los Muertos. It's one of my favorite holidays to teach about, and as you can see, I've started setting up my ofrenda here so that you can see some of the amazing culture and the symbols that go with this wonderful holiday. So in this video, we are going to read our libro, El Día de los Muertos. It's bilingual, so I'm going to read it to you in Spanish, and then I'll go back and read it again in English. It rhymes in English, so I want to make sure you get the full effect of everything by listening to it all the way through in one language instead of going back and forth. So if you're ready, let's follow along. El Día de los Muertos, por Bob Barner, translated by Teresa Mlauer. El Día de los Muertos, honramos a los antepasados. Con ofrendas de flores, calaveras de azúcar y pan horneado. Calaveras, pan horneado y las flores están aquí. Hacemos tacos, empanadas, mole y platos deliciosos. Quemamos incienso con ese olor maravilloso. Hay que tener todo listo antes de la partida. Y empacar bien las cosas mientras hay luz del día. Y otra vez vemos las calaveritas de azúcar, el pan y las flores. Bajo estrellas que brillan y una luna muy clara. Las estrellas están aquí, estrellas. Y la luna, esta es la luna. Vemos más flores y la Catrina, una calaca. Encendemos las velas amarillas y blancas. Las velas. El camino a los espíritus indicamos con pétalos de flores que cortamos. Bailamos y cantamos. Y durante varias horas a nuestros seres queridos recordamos. Honremos a los antepasados en el Día de los Muertos. Y cuando a dormir nos retiramos, el dulce olor de las flores aspiramos. El fin. So now I'm going to read it to you in English so you can get the full effect of the rhyme in both Spanish and in English. The Day of the Dead. We celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead with offerings of flowers, sugar skulls, and bread. We make tacos, empanadas, mole, and treats. Smell incense that burns, smoky and sweet. Before we go out, everything must be done. Pack up our bundles before the setting sun. Under twinkling stars and the moon glowing bright, like the candles that flicker with soft yellow light. Mark a path for the spirits with the petals of flowers. We dance, sing, and remember our loved ones for hours. Celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead. We smell the sweet flowers as we lie down for bed. The end, Elfie. And here's a little explanation for you about El Día de los Muertos. This is in English. It's in the back of your book. I'm going to read some of it for you so that you can hear a little bit more about El Día de los Muertos. Millions of people from Mexico and parts of Central and South America observe one of Latin America's most popular holidays called El Día de los Muertos. It's a special time for remembering loved ones who are no longer living, and it's celebrated every year. El Día de los Muertos is on November 2nd. November 1st is El Día de los Santos, or El Día de los Angelitos, and they do all of their preparations, well, most of them, on October 31st, which is our Halloween. People prepare for the holiday by baking or buying special foods. Pan de Muertos, or bread of the dead, is a sweet bread that's baked only for this holiday. I've included a recipe for Pan de Muertos for you in this box. So I hope you will try that and have fun making the recipe, and let me know what you think of Pan de Muertos. Sugar skulls, or calaveras, or calaveritas, come decorated in bright colors. I love sugar skulls, so you will see some sugar skulls throughout this box. If they are really made of sugar, you can eat them at the end of the celebration. Sometimes they make them out of paper or plastic or even glass. So be careful. Make sure if you're eating one, it's really made of azúcar. People also gather the favorite foods of the deceased loved ones to put on their ofrenda. Sometimes they use tamales or empanadas or mole or anything that they really loved. Altars or ofrendas for the departed are decorated with cempasúchil or marigold flowers, and they also use candles, and they display them in their homes, sometimes schools, and they even do a smaller version in the cemetery. So on the night of November 2nd, families go to the cemetery. They spread petals of marigold flowers, burn incense, and light candles to welcome spirits to the celebration. And they dance and sing, have a picnic, and share memories of their loved ones. Families leave the flowers at the graves at the end of the celebration. So that is our libro this month. And I also want to go ahead and do the flashcards with you in this video, because there are so many fun things that we are going to do in this box. I'm probably going to make more videos than I normally do. So we're going to get started with our flashcards next. You will find them. They look kind of like this. So go ahead and get those out for me, please. And we are going to go over some of the vocabulary words that you might already know, but some of them that you might never have heard of that are new to you for El Día de los Muertos. So I'm just making sure they're all facing the right direction now. And we're going to get started. Are you ready? Okay, repiten. La bebida. La bebida. Es como agua o leche. Una bebida. Repite. Bebida. Muy bien. A ver. La fruta. La fruta. Repiten, por favor. La fruta. Excelente. Sabemos la fruta. A ver. la flor. La flor. Repite, la flor. Excelente. So the special flowers for El Día de los Muertos are marigolds or cempasúchil. Repite, cempasúchil. Excelente. That's a hard word, huh? Okay, a ver. La iglesia. Repite, la iglesia. If you have a hard time with some of these words, let me know or ask your grown-up if they can explain them to you in English, but I'm going to try to only say them in Spanish so that they stick in your brain a little bit better. Iglesia. El cementerio. El cementerio. Sometimes this is also called el panteón. El panteón. Bien. So, cuando estás en el cementerio, puedes ver la tumba. Repite, la tumba. Muy bien, la tumba. La vela. Repite, la vela. Excelente. Vela. Muy bien. La vela. También tenemos la cruz. La cruz. La cruz. Repiten, la cruz. Cruz. Muy bien. Aquí tenemos la ofrenda. La ofrenda. Aquí tenemos una ofrenda. Es un trabajo de progreso. Estoy trabajando en una ofrenda. Tenemos la calavera. Repiten, la calavera. Muy bien. So sometimes these are also called calaveritas when they are pequeño. Calaverita. Bien. También tenemos la Catrina. La Catrina. Repiten, la Catrina. Excelente. La Catrina is one of the calacas, the skeletons, that is famous and sort of a symbol for El Día de los Muertos. El pan de muertos. Repite, el pan de muertos. Pan de muertos. Muy bien. Y aquí tiene huesos, bones. I hope you make your pan de muertos. I can't wait to hear about it. También tenemos papel picado. El papel picado. Repite, papel picado. Muy bien. Excelente. So those are our flashcards for El Día de los Muertos. I hope that you have learned a lot of new words and you are so excited to see what the rest of this caja has for you. We are going to make several of these items for our adventures in Español this month. So we're going to start with papel picado. I look forward to seeing you in our next video so we can make some. Hasta luego. Hasta luego, amigos. Gracias. Adiós. Nos vemos.